Hello, good morning. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay, so make sure to use hashtag replay so I can thank you so much for watching. If you want to be notified anytime I go live, all you need to do, press down on my face, hit follow, ring the bell, and if another presenter shared this video with you, please make sure you go back and you shop with her. For those of you new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full-time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Today, I wanted to share with you how to successfully apply a single eyeshadow color. If you are like me, most of the time, you're just trying to get out the door, go about your life, and do what you need to do, but you want to have a little bit of makeup on. You want to look fabulous in the process. So I want to show you how to accomplish that here today. Now, I did go ahead and I put on my Opulence lipstick. You all, I said I was going to wear a different lipstick every day. And then I saw that Loaded was back. And I saw that Loaded was part of the special. And you guys, I'm obsessed with this pigment. So this is the Moodstruck Opulence lipstick in the color Loaded. It is part of the October special. The October special is essentially your choice of an eye palette, a lipstick, and a lip product, which I was going to use the Hottie on top of the lipstick to give it a little bit more shine, to make the lips a little bit more plump. So let me show you how to do that right quick. That's the October special. The special plus is you get to add on your choice of an eye brush, which I'm going to show you a couple here today. And then you also get the eye primer, which you all is a must. Most of the time you don't see me put on the eye primer because I like to do it off camera because it takes a second to dry, but it is critical. If you are struggling with your eyeshadows creasing, you need to try my eye primer. It's seriously, I have used a couple of different eye primers. This one I love the most because my eyeshadows do not crease. They wear all day long. And the eye primer really helps the pigments to pop, which means you're going to use less product in the long run. All right, so let's go in. I'm going to be applying the Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 8 today. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my brush cleaner. I don't even know if I have this. Do I have this in my little queue here? Let me just add it down at the bottom. Brush cleaner. It might be somewhere else on another tab. But anyway, you want to make sure that you are routinely cleaning your brushes. I talked about this yesterday. I did not get a chance this past weekend to clean my brushes, but in between washes, I like to use the brush cleaner. This is great at getting any kind of pigment. Look at that. Look at all of that orangey red that was on my brush, my blending brush from yesterday. It's going to clean off all of that pigment and make your brushes feel like new. So if you don't have the brush cleaner, make sure you say brush cleaner in the comments and I can send you that link and I can add it onto your October order, especially if you get it with the October Plus, the October Plus bundle, this special plus, you'll get free shipping. You'll be really close. Look at how dirty my fluffy crease brushes. This is because I use this brush all the time. So the 3 brushes that I'm cleaning are the 3 brushes that I probably use the absolute, look at that, just absolutely filthy. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more because that brush is bad. I probably, honestly, you guys need to order another fluffy crease brush because I use this brush all of the time. And it does, I mean, they do, especially if you use them a lot, they're going to start to wear and tear, and even if you clean them regularly. And I will admit, I don't clean mine enough. That's why I'm having to go in here multiple spritzes, because if I was doing this daily, it would not be this bad. But look, even then I'm getting all of that pigment. And again, I've used a couple of different brush cleaners, and the Unique brush cleaner really makes your brushes really soft. It dries quickly, so you can easily go in with your pigments and you don't have to worry about your pigments being streaky or anything. And I just have an old towel that I use in my lap that I normally keep to like kind of wipe off my brush in between anyways. But because I'm doing this one shadow look, I really wanted to make sure that my brushes were completely clean. All right. So again, part of the special for this month You're going to get your choice of a palette. I'm going to go in with this bold one here. This is palette 8. This is fabulous for fall, okay? And there are so many color combinations. I did this gorgeous like sunset look a couple of months ago, like in the spring. Oh my God, I loved it. I will have to recreate it for you. But I'm going to go in with Wondrous. It's this bright yellow color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with putting that onto the end of my brush. And I'm going to just apply that directly to the eyelid. And I'm going to take it right to where the eyelid kind of opens and I can see that crease. All right. So I'm taking that yellow Wondrous, and you can see because it's so pigmented, it's going right on and it looks amazing. All right. You could also use this is another brush that I use a lot, the Luxe brush. You could also use that. That has, the bristles are a little bit more compact. And so you're going to really pack on the shadow a little bit better. Do you see that difference there? Now, granted, I went in and kind of applied it a couple times with the fluffy crease brush. So let me show you on the other side, okay? I'm putting the pigment Wondrous onto the side of my Deluxe brush, and I'm pressing that onto the eyelid. Do you see how much more packed and pigmented the pigments are? So again, that's just the difference and why it's so important to have the right tools. And these brushes are designed to go right on your eye. Like, look at that. If I lay that brush, it literally almost covers my whole eyelid. Now, everybody's going to be different, right? Because we have all different eye shapes and blah, blah, blah. But you get the point, right? Now, this is the next thing that you want to do. This looks rough, right? All right. It's not as fabulous as it could be. So I put it on with the Deluxe brush. I'm going to go back in now with that fluffy crease brush. All right. I'm going to get my handheld mirror here, and I'm going to go right along where that crease is to my eye, and I'm going to blend that out. This helps kind of to fade the shadow and blend it into the eye look. And this is good practice for when you go in with other shadows and you are blending out. All right. So do you see how that kind of just softened that whole thing versus just like shadow, no shadow, right? So you're kind of muting it and softening that look. All right. I'm going to go in with the other side now. And you could keep doing this, you could keep going in, taking a little bit of that pigment, packing it on the lid, and then blending it till you get your desired level of pigment and pop. I want to just be like screaming yellow today. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit on my brush, pack that on the lid. I won't need as much because I've already gotten a great initial layer. And then go in. I'm not going to have to blend as much because I've already kind of blended it. I just don't want there to be any kind of harsh lines. All right. When in doubt, blend it out. So then my other tip is I like to take the crease brush and I take that and I put a little bit of pigment along the lower lash line. I started doing this within the last year and a half or so. And I feel like, again, it takes your makeup look to another level and really pulls it together. So when I'm doing this, I'm just taking it right, really close to the lash line, okay? You don't want to take it too far down where that like wrinkle is. If you start to pull it too far down, it drags your whole eye down, all right? So I'm going to just bring it in really, really close and apply that all along the lower lash line. If I was doing a more dramatic look, I could maybe do, and this is what I do, a darker pigment in the outer corner and then like a lighter one and then the lightest in the inner corner. But again, you can see how that's just, it's very subtle, but it really pulls the eye look all together. All right, so there you have it. These are my tips for if you are trying to apply a single pigment, how to do it successfully. The biggest thing is making sure you have the right tools. Second is really helpful if you have great pigments that you love. And then the third one is just really make sure that you are blending it out so you don't have any harsh lines. If you have any questions about the tips I shared with you today, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, the brushes are part in the eye primer, which is also, God, that's even more important. So many important things. Eye primer, tools, blending out. These are part of this special plus this month. So if you need help, let me know. There's this palette, and then there's a brand new palette. I'm waiting patiently for mine to come in the mail. If you want to see a preview of what it looks like, just say palette in the comments, and I can send you a link to the picture of that. I'm so excited for that to come, but wanted to show you this great tips and tricks video on a single eyeshadow. All right, have a great day, everyone.